Case Manager has developed a new function called Agency Programs. Several agencies indicated they need to develop more detailed plans for their clients. So Agency Programs has been designed to help you record services, set goals, and record outcomes for your clients. Here are some of the reasons agency programs were developed. One, to create plans for your client to help them move forward into their life experience, or to set clear goals and outcomes for your clients to accomplish and have a method for accountability. Do you have organized classes for a group of clients and you would like to track their progress? Do you need to keep a running set of notes for clients as they progress through their programs or classes? Agency programs are designed to help you accomplish these needs. Your agency can create a list of agency programs that you can provide. The agency programs can be configured with extra fields, goals, and outcomes for services provided in an agency program. This configuration will allow you to track the progress of a client enrolled in an agency program. During this presentation, we will move you through the process of enrolling a client in an agency program, applying features of an agency program to a client, and finally, how to create and configure an agency program. So we'll show you how to enroll a client by demonstrating how to enroll a client in an agency program, and then we will apply the different features such as the services, goals, outcomes, notes, and even attachments. And then finally, we'll access the admin section of the VCM to create and configure agency programs. As each feature is applied, we'll navigate to the admin section of the VCM to demonstrate how that feature is created and configured. Now let's assume you are a staff person working with a client. Here's an example of a client that has been enrolled into two different agency programs, a daycare program and also in an employment class program. You'll see that on the client page who was the case manager and when the client was enrolled into each program. Give you an overview of how to enroll a client in a new existing program. First, you open the client home page. Click on the Add New button to add this client to an existing program. The Program Details window will open to allow you to choose the program and other details. And on this Program Details page, you can select who the case manager is, the date enrolled, other family members enrolled in this program, and even check that the enrollment has been approved. Make sure you save this enrollment on the Program Details page. The previous slide showed you how to add a new agency program to a client. So the next question might be, how are these program names created? This is an administrative responsibility. So if you're an administrator, click on the admin at the top of the VCM page. Agency program function of the virtual case manager needs to be set up by the agency administrator and the VCM support office. The VCM support office would be notified by the agency admin to activate this function for your agency. The agency admin will then be able to create the agency program. Once the programs are activated, the agency administrator can finish creating and configuring agency programs by clicking on the agency programs on the admin basic agency configuration page. This is the page to allow you to create a list of names of the programs you will be offering. Extra program details fields will be added to each program. So you'll create a list of programs your agency will be offering your clients. Programs must have a program code that you will create. Checking private means no other agency can see the agency program the client is enrolled in. You will add additional fields related to the program. First, choose the program to add the fields to. Here is an example of some field labels for an employment class agency program. You can even select the field type for each field name, such as text, number, or a yes/no checkbox. Now that you've created your agency programs, you will now configure each agency program. The administrator would log on to the VCM and then click on the Admin tab. Now in this section that you see below, you will choose how to begin configuring agency programs, and you can add extra fields, goals, and outcome codes for each program you have created. Now we're ready to configure an agency program. So first, we select the program to configure. You'll see on the left, we have chosen literacy classes. You can choose a service and then make a field type for that service. These services are originated in the Agency Services Admin section. These are services that can be seen by the public. Make sure you save any changes. You're also going to add goals, and each one of these goals can be created for an individual service. You can also add a goal type, and it's important to add goal and outcome codes as you see on the far right side. Make sure you save any changes. Finally, you can define a list of outcomes that the client could obtain by completing this agency program. And again, save all of your changes. Once the agency programs are created and configured, you can return to your clients to implement an agency program for the client. First, search for the client and then choose the agency program to complete details. Now that the client has been opened, you're going to apply the agency programs for that client. The client will be enrolled into a customized agency program with the beginning and ending dates, group and individual notes, goals, and outcomes. So you'll use the Add New buttons to apply services, goals, outcomes, notes, and attachments. Now, the beginning part of this page will show the program details for, in this case, a daycare program that Mr. Holmes is enrolled in. You'll notice the program name, you'll see the case manager, you'll see the date enrolled and the date left, and possible funding sources that can also be set up. A client has been opened, and now we're configuring the agency programs. So here is a sample of services for the daycare program that Mr. Holmes is enrolled in. So number one, we want to add a service. We click on the Add New Service button. Then we can choose from a drop-down list of the services that have been set up for this program, the daycare program. And in this section, you can add date started and other information about this service. Now, here's an example of a service that has already been entered in. Goals and outcomes can be added by clicking on the Add New buttons on the far right side. And finally, service information can be reviewed and edited by clicking on the plus symbol for an existing service. The client has been opened, and we're going to finish configuring the agency program. Now, the last part are notes and attachments for the daycare program that Mr. Holmes is enrolled in. To add a note, it's very simple. You just click on, in this section, the notes section, the Add New button. The Add New button will allow you to type into this section, and you can see below that, here's several notes that have already been added into Mr. Holmes' agency program. Now you can also click on Printer Friendly right above the Add Notes, and it'll show you a printer friendly version of this. Finally, you can add attachments to this particular program, and those attachments might come by scanning something in your computer and then following the prompts when you click on the Add New button, or even taking a picture and adding uh, an attachment in that way. Another feature of the agency programs is that you can broadcast notes to many clients at the same note that are enrolled in an agency program. First, you open a client that's enrolled in a program you want to send a bulk note to. You click on the Notes tab at the top of the client page and choose Enter Client Bulk Notes. Now, these bulk notes can be sent to several persons enrolled in the program, and you'll see those persons listed below. Check mark the clients in a program you want to broadcast a note to. Maybe it's a notice for a class time change, or maybe it's class general grades or information about new assignments. You can add your note down below where it says note to apply to selected clients and click add note to clients. Reports are in the admin section of the virtual case manager. So they're set aside for the administrators. There is a customizable report called Program Enrollments that will list all the program enrollees that were started in a date range. And on this report, you can set up how you want to group your data. You can set the date range. You can choose the program that you want to see or case managers that are involved. You can even download this to an Excel spreadsheet for further formatting. Now you'll see below, here are the clients that have been enrolled in an agency program. So this is a valuable tool to give you back information for your agency program and the clients.